Welcome back. So let's talk about drawing itself, and I'm gonna explain to you what's the process of drawing and when you want to draw something, what you should do and how you should observe things. Okay, so let me write down here. In the previous session, I told you that if you want to draw something, you have to translate them into shapes, into line, mass, and form. So the process of translation has two components. First of all, we have gesture, which is the movement inside objects. And then we have structure, the roundness of things, the volume of them. So whenever you want to draw something, you have to think about their movement and their volume. So as I said, gesture has to do with movement, and structure has two parts, which are 2D shapes and 3D volumes. Three important 2D shapes that we have are square, triangle, and circle. So everything that you see around you, you have to change them, you have to translate them into these three shapes. And by combining these three, you can create new forms, okay? And then we have 3D volumes that are cylinder, sphere, and then cube. And by mixing up these three, you can recreate what you see, not copy that, okay? So that's what we are looking for here. And now, let's talk about other practical things here. For example, how we should hold the pencil. So as you can see, I'm putting the thumb on the top of the pencil and the other fingers are beneath. So that's how you should hold the pencil, and then you have to move your pencil by moving your shoulder, not by using your wrist or fingers. That's not what we're looking for. So that's all about holding the pencil. It's real simple. So now let's talk about line itself, and I'm going to explain to you how we should draw the lines. It's real simple. You just need to move your shoulder, not your wrist or fingers, okay? So I'm gonna give you some homeworks here. For example, if you want to draw a line like this, you see, try to move your arm and shoulder, and you shouldn't really press the page. You don't need any pressure here. And then try to repeat each line 3 or 4 times. It helps you to get more clear lines, and then you see everything's more connected. And then the other thing that you have to practice is drawing horizontal lines like this. You see, I'm trying to repeating each line 3 or 4 times. You should try not to make it thicker or darker. So the other thing that I'm gonna explain to you is how to draw shapes and volumes. So wait for it, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, as I said before, we have to translate everything into lines, into shapes, and into volumes. So now I'm just explaining to you how you have to draw lines, shapes, and volumes, okay? So here, these are 3 things that you have to practice. You need to practice drawing circles, triangles, and squares. So as you can see, I'm moving my arm, my shoulder, for drawing a circle. And you have to do it in different sizes. Small circles, bigger ones, like this. And try to repeat that movement several times. Then you're going to memorize what you're doing. And then the other thing, if you want to draw a square, don't draw it like this. okay? Your lines should cross each other. And you have to draw longer lines than what you want to really draw. Like this. And now we are going to do the triangle in the same way. You can see I'm moving my arm like this. And I'm using light lines. Okay, so that's the way also you have to draw a triangle. So keep practicing these 3 shapes, and in the next part I'm going to explain how to draw volumes.